Is this on? Are we working? Can you guys hear me? Good, good. Everything's showing up on my end. Up. I need to get the PNG up. Whoops. Do do do. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. We have had a lovely day today with the whole PNG debut, and now we're gonna settle into the evening with some nice ASMR. Um, we might end up getting tonight husky ASMR. I apologize if that happens. Even though I took him for a 2 mile walk beforehand, my older boy right now, he's acting up and howling and just wanting attention. Hello, 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 hello. I'm working on getting the hand cam set up. Doo doo doo. Aha. There we go. Let's do this. Okay. Working on getting things ready. But I didn't want to keep you guys all waiting in suspense. Alright. Some of you? Yeah, it's Storytime ASMR. So I went and I have some of the storybooks that were read to me as a kid. Okay? And I'm going to make sure we can see the pictures. And we're going to go ahead and read them. So, let's get all nice and cozy. Let's get all ready. I think I fixed the Nightbot problem too. I fixed it by taking Nightbot out back. Just a little bang, bang, bang. That's probably too grim for ASMR. Wink. Okay. We are showing good. Let me make sure that the camera is ready. Doo -doo -doo. Okay. Okay, okay. Forgive the black for a second. Is that? Nope. Oh gods. Oh gods, what is that? Make it go away. I tested you out earlier. Wow, that was something. Some eldritch horror. Ew. It's okay, we got a plan B. Aha, 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 aha. Alrighties. So we're gonna add. I gotta play around with Streamlabs here. Get set it up a little differently so that way. But it's okay. The scuff is okay. You embrace the scuff. Embrace it. Love it. Okay. Display capture. Ooh. Why are we doing this now? Okay, I was worried OBS was gonna go, but I can see the camera on my screen. Everything's good. We're just, uh, boom. Ta-da! Alrighties. There we go. There we go. Can everyone see that all right? Are we all good here? I don't know why this is being obnoxious. Let me see what I can do about it. Okay. Alrighties. So, why are you doing this, camera, when you weren't before? I love when you test things and they work perfectly fine, and then when you go to actually use them, they don't. Okay. No one wants it vertical. It's not 2008. My goodness, the vertical mode died with Nokia. Okay. Uh, um. Alrighty. So give me a second, or well, sadly, this is just what we're gonna have to deal with now. I'll have to figure it out after stream. When I tested this earlier, it was not doing it like this, but I want everyone to get a blanket, get nice and cozy, and you coming in or not? Come on, boy. Okay. I can't have you sitting outside howling. You either gotta be in or out. Like I said, you might get some husky ASMR right now. My boy Bandit here, he's being super duper needy. But that's okay. Alrighties. So I'm getting a nice winter blanket on. You know what we should do real quick? Oh, there you go. Hey, you. Hush, hush. 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 Hush, hush, hush. Okay, if you want to be out, you can be out, but it's either in or out today. Okay, hush. 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 Okay, scoot, scoot, scoot. Hopefully that's all the husky ASMR you guys get. Alright. Let me... Yep. Okay. So. Do. Scoot that over a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. I do apologize about the camera. I don't like it either, but I could spend 10 minutes fixing it, or we can just deal with it and enjoy stream. I'm gonna do one last thing to set up super quick. So how's everyone's evenings going? I had a great afternoon after I signed off. Um, I went and had something to eat and went and had potatoes. Actually, I had sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. Love, love, love sweet potatoes.
Trapped with in-laws.
Oh, love, 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 love sweet potatoes. Uh, Wink. And that should be catching. I don't want to overpower, but we have some nice snow and winter sounds going as background. Okay. Now I have said that we're gonna do this. Let's get doing this. So the first one that we're gonna read today is a newer one. I actually don't think this is from my childhood. I think this belongs to one of my nieces or nephews. Hi. um, so Giggle, Giggle, Quack by Doreen Cronin with pictures by Betsy Lewin. See, when would this come out? Okay. Also, for the month of December, just real quick, where did I put it? Well, um, we're gonna read Lord of the Rings for the month of December. The Fellowship of the Ring. I don't know if we're gonna get through the entirety of one book, let alone all three, but we're going to try. Okay. So, um, let's tuck you right here. Zoom in a little bit here. Let's see. Okay, I'll see if I can fix this hyper fast. Alright. But yeah, what's everyone been up to? How's it going? How has your evening been? Um, like I said, I took a nice nap by listening to some ASMR myself. And okay. And fell asleep listening to Noodle Wolf. I adore her. Actually, no, it's a new ASMR artist. There was a German one. I've been trying to learn German, so I've been trying to listen to more German stuff. Um, Das ist gut. One, I hope a year or two from now to be able to say like English slash German VTuber, because I think that'd be really sweet. Um, and really just try to make friends across the globe. But yeah. Let's see. Okay. Okay. That's why that drove me nuts. Ah, you are a problem camera. Alrighties. Well, we'll deal with it as is, and I'll figure it out. I don't like that it's vertical like this, but it's what we have right now. And the important part is that we get to read some stories together. And hopefully, as we get all nice and cozy and cuddle up with a buddy or two, you have a giggle, you have a giggle, you have a quack. this was published. My goodness, when was this published? 2002 it looks like. So it is actually kind of old. Giggle Giggle Quack by Doreen Cronin with pictures by Betsy Lewin. A Simon & Schuster book for young readers. Look at all the cows. Look at them. Moo. Moo. Hey, what's Farmer Brown doing? Farmer Brown was going on a vacation. He left his brother, Bob, in charge of the animals. Look! More cows. You can see them. And what's that duck doing? It's staring at a pen. I don't trust a duck with a pen. That's a little sus. Little sussy there. I wrote everything down for you. Just follow my instructions, and everything will be fine. But keep an eye on Duck. He's trouble. See, that duck is sus. The farmer even knows that he's sus. Pages, what do you think's going to happen? I've never read this book before. I just grabbed it from our random kids book section. So I'm kind of curious. That duck is planning something. Are we gonna get duck and chicken run? Because you got some chickens over here. Right here. Farmer Brown thought he heard giggles and snickers as he drove away, but he couldn't be sure. That is incredibly sus. Incredibly sus. Giggles and snickers as you drove away? Oh, my goodness. My goodness. That's terrifying. Now, as long as you guys can see the pictures, that's what I care about the most. If you can't see the words, don't worry, that's what I'm here for. You can always ask for me to reread, or whatever, really and truly. Actually, look. Oh, there it is. My boy. Bob gave Duck a good, long stare and went inside. He read the first note. Tuesday night is pizza night. Not the frozen kind. Yuck. Frozen pizzas. I mean, it gets the job done, but yuck, yuck, yuck. The hens prefer anchovies. That duck wrote that note. That is one clever, clever duck. Oh my goodness. What the duck is going on? You can see the grin on that. How does chickens even have a grin? But you can see it. It's right there. It's all happy and smiling. And they're all, look at that eyes. They're like, oh, he totally bought it. But he's just no. Because ducks can't write. And that duck is so goofy. Giggle, giggle, cluck. That almost feels like a horror line. Giggle, giggle, cluck. Oink. 29 minutes later, there was hot pizza in the barn. Oh my goodness, he fell for it. Look at it. You have the pizza delivery person. You have all the animals just chowing down on the pizza. He fell for it. That clever, clever duck. Kinda like this painter-esque. This might have been actual painting, not digital painting. Nothing wrong with digital art either. They're both different mediums of different skill levels. way. Bob checked on the animals before he went to bed. Everything was just fine. Nothing is ever just fine in a story. Something's going on. Oh, it's the duck. The duck, like they're all curled up in the blankets. Which, if you guys need blankets, there's some in the back of the library. Go help yourselves. Okay. Um, but it's the duck that got me. The duck just, it looks like the duck had a pizza bender. Like just sat there, nom 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 nom, until it was somehow drunk on pizza and collapsed. That's hilarious. But all the other ones are nice and content. You can see the cows with these big happy grins. The rooster sitting on top of a cow. And you can see just different pigs all in a blanket. Which when I was young, that was one of my favorite things to eat. Now I just eat white meat, so I don't like eating pork. Ah, yes. Wednesday is bath day for the pigs. Oh, the duck's at it again. It is at it again. Wash them with my favorite bubble bath and dry them off with my good towels. Remember, they have very, very sensitive skin. Oh, I'm gonna leave it on this page while I take a sippy. I'll be right back. Alright. You can see the pigs all covered in muck. Him staring at this note like, what? What sort of note is this from my brother? Oh, poor Bob. Giggle, giggle. Oink. So he's taking these dirty pigs, carrying them away. And in no time, Bob had all the pigs washed. Talcum powder, bubble baths, scrubs. Ooh, pigs in a blanket. Wonder if there's like a vegetarian version of that. There has to be a vegetarian version. What? I like experimenting with food. What's your guys' favorite food from your childhood? Oh. Farmer Brown called home on Wednesday night to check in. Did you feed the animals like I wrote in the note? He asked. Done, replied Bob, counting 7 empty pizza boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are actually 7 pizza boxes here, out to the curb, with a duck walking as smarmy as it could. Did you see my note about the pigs? All taken care of, Bob said proudly. Are you keeping a very close eye on the duck? And you can see him, he's just... It's also the sound that the pencil sharpener makes as Bob gave a duck a good long stare, just daggers right down at that duck. Duck was too busy sharpening his pencil to notice. This is one clever duck. Oh, farmer eating. Oh, he's at a tropical vacation. Just keep him in the house, ordered Farmer Brown. He's a bad influence on the cows. And you could see Farmer Brown with his hat on right here, his Hawaiian shirt, eating a pineapple, which fresh pineapples are delicious. Highly recommend. Fun fact about pineapples, okay? Pineapples are so acidic that they're actually dissolving your cells as you eat them. The only reason they don't deal lasting damage is that you're eating them faster than they can dissolve your cells. Just keep them in the house. Giggle, giggle, moo, giggle, oink, giggle, quack. This book is so silly. Oh, that duck is at it again. That duck movie. What sort of movie are the cows going to pick? Because it's Thursday night is movie night. It's the cows' turn to pick. Like, I'm wondering, are they gonna pick a movie? Are they gonna pick a movie? Giggle, giggle, moo. Moo. Oh my goodness. They did it. You have the chicken right here. I don't know what this is trying to tell us, but we have Bob was in the kitchen popping corn just as the animals settled in to watch The Sound of Music. They did watch a movie. The phone rang. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The chicken answered the phone. That's what's going on. The chicken answered the phone. And it was Farmer Brown. And Farmer Brown answers the phone. The only thing Farmer Brown heard on the other end was giggle, giggle, quack, giggle, moo, giggle, oink. Duck! Uh-oh, screamed Farmer Brown. Duck! Him probably being a farmer said a different word. But this is a kid's book, and I'm going to keep the adult themes out when I read these. Uh-oh. Are their pages stuck together? Nope. Okay. That page was just exceptionally thick. So you see all the cows and the chickens just giggling along. And Duck with a note. It's for you, Bob. I've been in those situations where like you're with a coworker and it's like, oh, there's someone screaming on the, hey, it's for you. Oh, looks like the farmer had to end his vacation early so he could come home and take care of the duck. That duck is a troublemaker. You ever have anyone like that in your life who was, perhaps in D&D terms, chaotic good or chaotic neutral? Like just a troublemaker, but not enough to really get into serious trouble. But someone who just incited trouble. I certainly did. Okay. So, that was Giggle Giggle Quack by Doreen Crone. Oh. And you can see the next two that we have lined up. As a personal favorite of mine, and I probably will almost always read this, is The Little Engine That Could. What's really, really important to me, really and truly, is like the messages that we're saying when we read these stories. That's why it'll be a very rare day that I'll read Green Eggs and Ham, because the root of that story is about invading someone's boundary and keep asking and asking after they have clearly said no. Not just like a soft no, where it's like, hey, maybe later, buddy, but they said no. And yet you keep asking. I don't want to encourage that with my audience. I don't want to encourage that with any children that might watch these. It's really important to me that the messages that we put out are just wholesome as possible. So that's why I try to pick kids' stories books that are wholesome messages. So I have read The Little Engine That Could a lot. Okay. I like to think I'm fairly decent at reading it. I have not read Guess How Much I Love You since I was a kid. This is one that my mom used to read to me almost every time. I might tear up a little bit, but we'll make through it. So, which one would you guys like to read first? I'm gonna take some time, get a sippy, but let me know what you would prefer, okay? Just put your comments in chat, and if not, what I'll probably do if we don't get any decisions, if everyone's just out sleeping, which that's okay. Lurkers, you are well loved. Thank you so much. We'll probably do The Little Engine That Could and end on Guess How Much I Love You. Just to end on a really, really positive note. Okay? So, I'll be back. Just taking a sippy, but make your choice. Sippy has been had. When we're through with these books, by the way, the first one took us about a half hour to read, so it's probably gonna be like a half hour each. That'll be the end of the stream, and we'll raid out. Huge thank you to everyone. Huge, huge thank you. Okay? To who showed up earlier, anyone who's here now, whatever you're doing, even if you're listening to this on YouTube later on, because I do upload all my VODs to YouTube. Thank you. It means everything. Because lots of reasons, but it means everything. Alright, so I'm going to give it another minute, and then we'll do The Little Engine That Could, and end on Guess How Much I Love You. Okay, here we go. This really is a favorite. You guys are in for a treat. I've read this a lot. It's one of my favorites. I really think it's an important message. I also, as an aside, I do like the fire. It's at least crackling in my ears at the right volume, with the snow falling in the background. So if that's an issue, let me know. If not, I think it's good ambience. The Little Engine That Could by Waddy Piper, an abridged version. Chug, chug, chug. Puff, puff, puff. Ding dong, ding dong. The little train rumbled over the tracks. She was a happy little train. And again, don't worry about the text. As long as you can see the pictures, that's the important part. Her cars were filled with toy animals, giraffes with long necks, teddy bears with almost no necks at all, and even a baby elephant. Look at that little baby elephant. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. And those little gremlin bears. Those bears, I'm not sure if it shows up on the camera, but those bears look like gremlins. There were dolls and the funniest little toy clown you ever saw. Oh, but that was not all. Some cars were filled with good things for boys and girls to eat, and lollipops for after-meal treats. The little train was carrying all these wonderful things to the little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain. She puffed along merrily. Then, all of a sudden, she stopped. She simply could not go another inch. Her wheels would not turn. Oh no. What are they going to do? Oh no. Here comes a shiny new engine, said the little clown who jumped out of the train. Please, shiny new engine, please, 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 won't you pull our train over the mountain? Our engine has broken down, and you can see the shiny engine. And the boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us. But the shiny engine snorted. I pull you. I am a passenger engine. My train has sleeping cars and a dining car with waiters. I pull the likes of you? Indeed not. And off he steamed. Oh my goodness. That shiny engine, what a rude fella. What a rude, rude fella. Soon the little clown called out, Look! A great big strong engine is coming. Please, 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 big engine, cried all the dolls and toys. Won't you pull our train over the mountain? I have pulled a train with big, heavy machines. I am a very, very important engine indeed. I won't pull the likes of you. And the big engine puffed off. The little train and all the dolls and toys were very sad. The big engine is not the only one in the world, cried the little toy clown. Here comes another. See, look, you can see them all sad. Okay. He looks very old and tired, but our train is so little. That reminds me. sorry. I just remembered to turn off the alerts. That way we don't accidentally wake some people up. Here comes another. He looks very old and tired, but our train is so little. Perhaps he can help us. Do you think the old and tired train will be able to help? What do you think, Pages? How do you think this story will unfold? But the rusty old engine sighed. I am so tired. I must rest my weary wheels. I cannot pull even so little a train as yours over the mountain. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. And off he rumbled. By now, the dolls and toys were ready to cry. But the little clown said, "Here comes a little blue engine, a very little one. Maybe she will help us." The very little engine came chug, 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 chugging, chugging, chugging merrily along. And you can see them all getting ready to cry, but you can see this very happy blue engine. "What is the matter, my friends?" she asked kindly. "Will you pull us over the mountain?" cried the dolls and toys. "Will you? Will you?" Oh. And you can see them chasing after her here in this. And then here. "Our engine has broken down, and the good boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us. So will you pull us over? Will you?" So the blue engine steeled herself. "I'm not very big. I have never been over the mountain. But I think I can. I think I can. I think I can." And the little blue engine hitched herself to the train. She tugged and pulled and pulled and tugged and tugged and pulled and tugged and pulled and pulled and tugged and tugged and pulled and tugged and pulled and tugged, and slowly, slowly, slowly they started off. Shrug, shrug, puff, puff, shrug, shrug, went the little blue engine. "I think I can, I 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 think I can." And up and up and up and faster and faster and faster and faster, the little engine climbed until at last they reached the top of the mountain. "Hooray!" cried the little clown and all the dolls and toys. "The good little boys and girls in the city will be happy because you helped us." And the little engine smiled and seemed to say, as she puffed steadily down the mountain, and you can see they're all friends now, "I thought I could. I thought I could. I thought I could." What I love about this story so much, and why I've read it so much in many discords, to friends, all sorts of people, is it's so pure. You will run across people in your life who are for whatever reason, they have their own business going on, that they won't be able to help you. And that's okay. You'll also run across people in your life who will absolutely help you, and that's okay too. But whether they can help or not, and whether you can help or not, is often a mindset thing. And that's what I love about it, is it's a message even as an adult that we all need to hear from time to time, that we are our greatest limiters. So by saying, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, we're more likely to achieve more than being like that old tired engine and saying, I cannot, I cannot, I cannot. So whenever you listen to this, as you go throughout your day, please think that you can. Think that you can. And that was The Little Engine That Could by Waddy Piper. And now, I'm going to take a sippy here, okay? I do apologize for this being a bit more of a shorter stream, but I did stream a bit earlier. I do want to get an ASMR stream in, because it is something I'm going to do a lot of. I think the next ASMR stream that we're going to do is on Thursday, and it's probably going to be like a Magic the Gathering ASMR. I am a former semi-pro for Magic. I have a lot of really cool cards. So I'm going to sit here and go through some of my old decks. But I'm going to get a sippy here real quick. Alright, I've had a sippy. And we're going to end tonight on Guess How Much I Love You by Sam McBratney, illustrated by Anita Jerome. And I'll read the back first. How much can you love someone? Little nut brown hair who wants to show big nut brown hair how very much he loves him. But love as big as his is very hard to measure. Read this tender book with someone you love. And I am reading this because it brings up happy memories. I'm going to look up, when was this published? Does this have a 1994? Yeah. Sorry, just my mom used to read this to me a lot. She's good, by the way. Just these things that happen as you get older. She's perfectly fine. But it's like connecting with a memory that you had long forgotten. So I'm going to do my best to get through this. I'm probably going to get a little emotional, but in all the right ways. And there's nothing wrong with being emotional either. It's so important to never deny your emotions. As a guy, I grew up being told that my emotions were wrong. I don't know what like girls go through in that regard, because I'm not one. I'm imagining that there's probably something similar. But the amount of times I was told that like the only emotion I was allowed to have was just nothing. So it's a long way of saying that it's totally okay, no matter who you are, to have emotions and express them. Little nut brown hair who was going to bed held on tight to big nut brown hair's very long ears. This book is really small. It's meant to be read to a little one sitting in your lap. So if you guys can see the pictures, oh, Look at this storybook style. I do adore this sort of style. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hair was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said. Oh, I don't think I could guess that, said Big Nut Brown Hair. This much, said Little Nut Brown Hair, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. Big Nut Brown Hair had even longer arms. But I love you this much, he said. That is a lot, thought Little Nut Brown Hair. That's so adorable. You can see the little bunny, little hair standing up, stretching. And then you can see I love you as high as I can reach, said Little Nut Brown Hair. I love you as high as I can reach, said Big Nut Brown Hair. That is very high, thought Little Nut Brown Hair. I wish I had arms like that. And you can see standing up like so, and then standing up like so. Then Little Nut Brown Hair had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. Ooh, look at him. He's being trixies. I love you all the way up to my toes, he said. That is a good idea. Ha ha. But then the Big Nut Brown Hair took him and swung him in the air. And I love you all the way up to your toes, said Big Nut Brown Hair, swinging him up over his head. Oh, this is so silly and so cute. Oh my goodness. I love you as high as I can hop, laughed Little Nut Brown Hair. Look at him hopping and hopping and hopping, bouncing up and down. Oink, 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 oink. Rawr. Dealing with a small desk. Which... But I love you as high as I can hop, smiled Big Nut Brown Hair. And he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. Wow. That is a big, big bounce. That's good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hair. I wish I could hop like that. And you can see him up here staring. Oh, I love you all the way down, the lane as far as the river, cried Little Nut Brown Hair. I love you across the river and over the hills, said Big Nut Brown Hair. Just making sure. Look at that. I just appreciate this artwork. It's really pretty. Which, little spoiler-ish. So, I'm not gonna go too much into detail about what my debut is going to be. It's definitely gonna be interesting. And I know I just debuted the PNG and I'm already talking about the 2D model. That's already in the works. I'm just going to say that my backgrounds for my PNG, I'm not for my PNG, but for my 2D, are all traditional, I mean for my 2D model are all traditional artwork. and I just got an update today on it. It looks fantastic. It is very much in this kind of storybook style, and it looks amazing. Um, One game that I want to play that inspired me to do that is called Child of Light. That will eventually play on stream sometime, because I don't see anyone playing it, and it's such a great, great game. Rawr. Anyway, sorry, rant aside. That's very far, thought little nut brown hare. He was almost too sleepy to think any more. Oh. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes into the big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. Then he lay close by and whispered with a smile, I love you, right up to the moon and back. So it's a short, sweet, and that's it. Stream, ASMR stream. Normally they'll be a bit longer than this, but I did some streaming earlier. I also have some things I have to take care of, unfortunately. But hey, you get to take a look at, this is my desk mat. Amazing streamer. I highly recommend her. This is Sayu Okami. Go check her out on your own time. I'm not going to give her a shout out or anything. Really wonderful streamer. Go support her. I cannot say how much of a good person she is. Really and truly. She was really important to me when I was going through some hard things. So, but thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The next time we do Storytime ASMR, if I'm looking at the calendar, it'll be in December. And what that means is that we're going to read our way through the Lord of the Rings. I had a drama teacher in college who would read the Lord of the Rings whenever winter started. And would just read through the entire series. I don't think we'll get through the whole series, but I do have the Fellowship of the Ring. We're going to start there. And we're going to read through it and have a good time and talk about it and things like that. Later on tonight, I will be in the Discord, just if you want to chat or whatever. Just playing games, whatever have you. You're welcome to all stop by. Thank you all for showing up. I know this was a short stream, but also my voice is starting to go, and I'm going to need some rest, because we did a lot more streaming than what I normally do today. We'll be going back to the usual schedule of in the morning, 2 hours-ish. But I'm going to end tonight by finding someone to go raid out. If anyone has any suggestions, you're welcome to make them. If not, I'm gonna find someone who's doing some ASMR that I know, because I know a decent amount of people doing ASMR. I think, aha! Aha, aha! Boom. So we're actually gonna go pay a visit to Cozy Chew. She just started. She's part of the Monster Club VT, which, fantastic. I know a lot of people from that. We're gonna go say hi to her. Okay. And again, short stream, I know. We'll be back on Thursday morning for some more ASMR. Thursday morning, let me check. We might start The Lord of the Rings on Thursday. I think Thursday's scheduled. It's either going to be Magic the Gathering or we start Lord of the Rings, but I do want to do some fantasy-based ASMR as I'm a huge fantasy nerd, as kind of obvious by the whole setup and all that. But for now, what I want you, what I want to encourage everyone to do, aha, boom. Um, I want to encourage everyone to go out there and just tell someone that you deeply, deeply love and respect that you love them. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic love. I know that's kind of weird, but I really want to encourage that as a way of being kind is reach out to someone and let them know that, hey, you mean a lot to me. All right? Um, because that's the one thing I always want to encourage is kindness and connection. Because connecting to other people and being kind to other people is more important than anything else that you can do. But my name's Rune. I'm your wise, learned, all your adjective archsages. Archsages. Thank you for visiting my library today. Thank you for being here at this reading. I wish you guys all a wonderful evening, and I hope you have a good time with Cozy Chew. They've just started. You've been for a treat.